Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. It's me, Heather B. Denture Diva. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're new to my channel, guys, I have well over 700 videos leading you in any direction you need. You need motivation, you need how-to videos, you need product reviews, anything you need is on here. This video specifically, I feel like I need to make often because people freak out quite often about this. And then they end up over-adjusting and screwing up their denture in the long run, which isn't good. But before I get started, guys, if you like my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, guys, because I go into the algorithm and I can help more people like the videos that you like. You can comment anything, any videos you'd like to see of me redoing or just talking about more information. It's there. I have a second channel, Inside the Mind of a Diva, which I'll be focusing more on there very, very soon. It's going to be more dedicated to that channel so I can build that channel up. But yeah, just get started. Let's go. So, constantly people talk about horse mouth. Guys, it goes away. Heather, future Heather, may you please insert the picture of you the day of E-Day, please. Here, here, or here, it doesn't matter. So, as you guys can tell, voila, 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 voila. I had horse mouth. I was unrecognizable. Actually, I looked like a character from Dr. Seuss and Whoville. But it's common when your gums are still fluffy and all of that. And if I was tech savvy, guys, I'd be showing you guys exactly how it works. But I'm not tech savvy, so yeah. You could thank me being born in the 80s for that because I'm set in my ways. Is what it is. But when your gums are really big and floofy before you even get extractions and all that, it stays that way the second they pull out your teeth. They don't shrink immediately, guys. So when they put the denture in, it's going to look more full and big. It doesn't stay that way. I swear to you, on everything and everything, anything possible, it does not stay that way. So do not over adjust your denture. So many people, before their gums shrink, end up being like, oh my god, it's horrible, they screwed up my denture. No, they didn't. No, your gums didn't shrink yet, that's why. Give it a month, it'll be gone. But when people are like, oh, I can't stand it, they gotta redo the denture, they make it exactly the way it's supposed to look like after you heal. So then your immediate denture is going to look like garbage. You're going to lose suction. It's going to be like the world's smallest palate. The whole thing is, guys, is you got to be patient. You really have to be patient. If you're not patient in this journey, rough things happen. But it's just like the palate. I'm going to show you guys a second. I use denture fit. So, see the palate. People are like, oh, well, it's too far back. It's actually not. It's supposed to go a little bit past the tooth and stop there. So it only goes to the roof of your mouth. So people are like, oh, I gag with dentures. I'm like, that's your mindset. It's all mental. Unless your denture is in your throat. And I mean, in your throat, if you open up your mouth, my palate ends at the top of my mouth. There's no way it would be able to make you gag. So if you have a common gag reflex as it is, then yeah, you're going to gag with dentures because, I mean, it goes away in the beginning. I used to gag just putting in my denture. But when you overthink, like you constantly overthink with your denture, it's going to happen. Like if you're like, oh, I'm going to gag. Oh, I'm seeing all these negative comments. Oh, everything's going to happen to me. You're going to cause it to happen. You're going to stress out every little thing, and every little thing's going to end up happening to the biggest severity in your mind. And you got to understand that it all goes away. It doesn't last. As long as you wear your denture all the time and take it out at nighttime, you'll be fine. Absolutely fine in this journey because it's all about practice. But people stress so much about horse mouth, and I'm like, guys, your gums have to shrink. When your gums shrink, I'm going to go profile on you guys. When your gums shrink, your denture goes back, so no longer protrudes, and it goes up. So there's no reason to freak out over it. It does go away. It does. So many people stress out over it, and I'm like, they're like freaking out. Oh my god, my denture made a huge mistake. No, it wasn't your dentist or your denture. It is your mouth. Because they, when they do immediate dentures, it's the form and fit of your natural puffy gums and with your teeth inside your mouth. So the denture is going to be big and bulky when your teeth come out. It's going to feel that way, but as your gums shrink and goes back and up, it'll be completely gone and it'll fit right where it is. And I'm going to show you a picture right here of what I looked like 1 month after extractions. Heather, insert wherever the hell you can fit the picture. Thanks, girl. It goes away, guys. Stop stressing about it. I always tell people when it comes to this, one day at a time. If you're negative and you only read negative and you only write negative and you're stressing about every small thing when it comes to dentures, you're going to have one negative ass journey, and you're probably most likely going to either wear them half the time or not at all. You have to understand you got to take one day at a time. Nothing in your immediate denture stage will ever last. It will never last. So you got to be patient. Be patient. But horse mouth goes away quickly. So rapidly quickly. And if you over adjust, you get rid of that bulkiness. You're going to wish you had that bulkiness. Because then your face starts to sink in. And if you flattened out your denture, your face is super sunken in, and noticeably that you wear dentures. So you need that bulkiness. You need that fullness in your mouth. Like, I'm telling you, when I get my new permanent dentures for my top in about, I don't know, 4 years, something like that, I'm asking for that extra bulky. Because you can always tell, like in here and stuff, that it's not as floofy, and I want to be floofy. I want my lip back. So I want to have some of the fluffiness up back in here again. But don't get rid of the stuff when you first get immediate dentures. Your gums shrink. Your gums shrink rapidly, by the way. And I mean, like, there's a big month of a difference on how much your gums shrink. Like, 1 month goes by and you'll be like, wow, this thing's like falling out my face. Some people shrink super quickly more than others, but on average, everybody shrinks pretty freaking fast. It's just some people, like, if their denture was tight when you first got them and they're falling out your mouth, that's rapid shrinkage beyond belief. Mine were tight, super tight, and they didn't become loose where I needed a soft free line, like where I needed one, was 2 months. So, I mean, out of 1 month, I was eating anything I wanted to because my denture was well made. If your denture, guys, if your denture is loose and it's falling out your face the day you get extractions, or they're literally using your blood to hold it in, which, ew, that's not good at all. People are like, oh, I didn't notice, you know, the day I got extractions, but the next day, it's literally falling out my face. Yeah, they messed up on doing your dentures and they don't want to fix it, so they were hiding it. I always tell people, be your best own advocate. You have to speak up for yourself, speak up for what you want. If you're paying all this money to get this done, you deserve to have a banging ass product. So always stick up for yourself. Always push for what you want, respectfully. I always tell people, don't be throwing fits, man. That's like a 2-year-old thing. Don't be throwing fits. But you can still talk and respectfully talk about your wants and your needs. Because it's common sense. If the dentist were to have dentures and his was falling out, I could guarantee my life he would want them redone. You should be doing soft relines until 1 month after extraction. Same with adhesive. You can only use adhesive on your top palate, not where the gums go. Just the top palate. But the whole thing is, you guys shouldn't even need adhesive. Like, you should not need adhesive for the first month. Because the first 2 weeks to 3 weeks, you're all swollen and it's going to come down. Then that week, there's no way you had that much shrinkage. So, if the denture's well done, you should be good for that year. The biggest issue everybody has is the bottom denture. Well, I mean, when I first got my denture, it was so damn tight it was embedded into my jaw. Good times. That was actually videoed if you want to check that out. You can see the tears in my face. But you have to understand, guys, that patience is everything. It really is. So the bottom denture floats. And now I know some people that when they got their bottom denture, it was floating so bad. I worry. Like, I'm me. I'm a worrier. That's who I am. So I don't want people choking on it. I don't want people, like, hurting themselves. Because if you bite down wrong and boom, that end goes right into your extraction, that's going to be some painful shit. Been there. Painful. So I always tell people, if your denture's that loose, you better make sure you tell your dentist. Because the bottom denture floats. It's going to be loose. It should be fitted. But most dentists don't seem to get that. So they're just like, man, whatever, wait until you can do soft free line or whatever. If it's massively loose where it's like flopping everywhere, then they should redo the denture. Because that's insane. It doesn't even fit your gums even when they're floofy. So it's really, I'm going to make that video knowing when to speak up to a dentist. Because so many people are like, oh, well, this might be normal. I'm just going to ignore it. And I want to make that video of what you guys need to know that's normal and not normal. 90% of things are 100% normal. Goes away, everything gets better, everything in the denture world is fixable. Everything. No matter what, it's fixable. So like if something is digging into something, adjustment. You know, if your denture's loose, soft reline. You know, if your denture's a little loose, just use adhesive, but only after your first month. But the bottom denture is a big pain in the ass in the beginning. See, I originally had these ones out, so when I did the rest of my extractions on eBay, it was these teeth from here to here. These little, tiny little chiclets. And, oh my god, it was a bitch to get those out. Like, it looked like I got mauled. Because you couldn't get, they're healthy teeth, and they couldn't even get them out. And Novocaine doesn't work for me well, so I literally have to deal with a lot of pain. My body's, like, resistant to Novocaine, and I don't know why. But that's why he just, like, pulls out quickly. If it's, like, not all my teeth, but one tooth. But, yeah, mine was mangled so bad. But if you were like me, that had some teeth, you're getting the rest of them out. And you had, like, say, the back teeth that were already gone. You can use adhesive where the back teeth are. Just make sure when it presses down and you smoothen it out, it doesn't go anywhere near the ones that you just got extracted. So if you've had teeth, like, say, you've had all these taken out already, and you've had them out for, like, a year, and you're getting the rest of these out, you can only put adhesive in the front because those are already healed. These ones are not, so you have to wait a month. So sometimes it's a little tricky. Sometimes it's better. It's a catch-22. Because, to be honest with you, dentures, when you don't have all the teeth taken out at once, like, say, all the bottom, and then all the top, whatever it is, if you don't have all these taken out at one time, you're going to have your denture, like, small, big, small, big, small, big, because of the healing process. You know, once you've already had out longer, your denture's going to be smaller in that spot. And if some of the dentists or whoever denturists make these dentures, they make them look even, so then you're like either super tight or super loose, and I'm like, dude, how'd you mess up the fitting of that? It's exactly what it is. I don't care if it's like this, as long as it's right. But like I tell you guys, before you get this process done, you better make sure you see quite a few dentists. And I know I have Medicaid, and there's only one Medicaid guy in my area now. And I'm lucky he's really good at doing impressions and everything else. He's, like, super good at it. But it gets sent out to California, the head denture place, and they do it. And they do an incredible job. People are like, oh, your teeth look real. I'm like, thank them. Because they're the ones that did a great job on my teeth. And they're not like affordable dentures where everybody's teeth looks the same. That's why I tell people, when you get your wax try-on done, please make sure that you decide what teeth you want. You don't have to pick those teeth that they give you for your wax try-on. It's like just a temporary thing in case you liked it. I liked my immediate so much for my tops. They just redid my wax try-on, made sure it was exactly how I wanted, and mimicked my top. And then I made my permanent look just like my immediates. But it's your choice. Immediates, you don't have a choice, which sucks. And I've seen some messed up dentures, guys. Whoa. Like, I've seen an entire full denture with just 8 teeth. I'm like, where's the rest of them? Where'd they go? Like, I don't know. They just said it was temporary, so I have to deal with it. I'm like, that's ridiculous. They suck at immediate dentures. Like, that's so bad. To have, like, 8 teeth, and they're, like, chonky, too. When I mean chonky, I mean, think of, like, these are, like, 8 teeth here. Whatever, think of just big, chonky teeth covering the whole thing. Only 8 of them. It's freaking insane when I saw that. I was like, what? I originally thought it was, like, a toy or, like, you know, those memes you see or whatever when somebody sent it to me. So I was, like, looking for, like, the joke or whatever. Yeah, it wasn't a joke. No. But always speak up, guys. Always make sure your dentist has good reviews. Read the reviews on Google. Just because they have 4.5 stars, if you go into the thing and just read about the denture ones, the denture ones could be awful. And the main ones that gave them 4.5 stars are regular dentist work. So you really have to check reviews, guys. I always say don't go on their sites. Go on Google itself. Google reviews will give you all the information. And you can see how they do dentures. People will tell you in there. I always do good or bad reviews. No matter where I go, I don't just do bad reviews. That's ridiculous. I do any reviews. Even if it's mediocre, I'm like, meh, I could take it or leave it. Like when I go to restaurants and I ask for a medium burger, And I get fries that were like deep fried 3 times, and they're greasy and like there's no crunch, just greasy, no crunch, just gross. And my burger was completely well done. Burnt. We're gonna go there. It was beyond well done. It was like hockey puck status. Oh, I wrote that review and sent pictures. But I even told the lady, and that's what I tell people, always speak up for yourself. Because we're paying for this stuff, no matter where you go. And if you're not happy, you're not happy, especially that ridiculousness. And I told the girl, I'm like, I asked her a medium burger. Why is this burnt? I'm like, and my fries are flopping. They're not even crispy. It looks like they were old fries. It tasted like it was old. It was like old fries and they deep fried it to just freshen it. It's not freshening it. It's gross. I'm a cheeseburger and french fry person. So when I went to Gettysburg quite a few times. Sorry, guys. When I went to Gettysburg quite a few times, I love Gettysburg. I love history. History's my jam. But I went to Battlefield Fries. Love you, Scott. So, mad close to the owner. He's awesome. But he makes burgers so amazing. I don't normally eat everything on my burger because I don't like the way it blends. Well, he makes it together, which makes it cohesive. And it tastes amazing. So, and I told him 2 weeks prior that I was coming to see him for the weekend. You know, I was going to go, you know, with my ex at that time. We were going to go to Gettysburg and all that. And he didn't even know I was in town yet. And I showed up on Saturday morning or Friday evening. I don't even remember. But he knew my order. And he put, "Hi, Heather," with a little smiley face and ketchup. I brought my kids too. Actually, the day I brought my kids that time, my gallbladder exploded and I almost died. I went through that whole trip in excruciating pain. And I didn't go to the hospital until the day after I came back from home. And I almost died. How am I supposed to know it was my gallbladder? I've been telling them over here it hurt for forever, but moving along. I digress. I do that all the time, but I do. You guys have to understand that patience is a virtue. It's so easy to be negative with something. It's so easy to dwell in the pain and you know, you don't know what to expect. But that's why I'm here. I'm here to tell you horse mouth goes away. It goes away. It goes away actually pretty damn quickly. Because I was like, cool, I got new teeth. Like I knew horse mouth, and I can't even say annoyed me. It was like, why? Like, why is that happening? It didn't really make me mad or livid. I knew as gums shrink. You just think about it. As gums shrink, the denture goes back. So that all goes away. And within a month, it was done. But as you guys see my pictures, you see it's a big difference. So stop stressing about things that naturally fix themselves. Even mouth sores. People are like, should I just not wear my denture anymore? I'm like, girl, if you didn't wear your denture every time you had a mouth sore, you would never wear your denture. Just saying. But at nighttime is such a great healing moment because the air gets to it. Everything gets to it and everything heals. Like I had a really bad mouth sore and it healed within 2 nights. Completely. Also use Oral-B mouth sore mouthwash. It'll keep it disinfected so no massive infections ends up happening. But everything takes time. So don't stress about horse mouth, monkey mouth, whatever you want to call it, because it goes away. You know, if you have Medicaid, you don't have a warranty, you could do your own work, your own soft relines, your own adjustments, which is amazing. Oh, I got pain here. I don't have to wait 2 weeks to see my dentist. Great. Take out my denture, use my nail file, not a Dremel. Boom, boom, boom. Pop my mouth. Boom. Back to business. Like that's what I mean. So sometimes not having a warranty is actually good because you can just help yourself a lot quicker. But everything, guys, everything gets better. And I tell you guys, if you have any questions, you get a hold of me anytime. I'm here all over the place, all over social media's outlets. Do not message me on Instagram because those are some thirsty people, and I don't answer messages on Instagram. I only answer messages on Heather B. Denture Diva on Facebook, my email, and my private one. People that are connected to my support group. Also, too, guys, my support group, and I don't know why a lot of people don't get this. Answer the questions in details. It says big bold letters. Big bold letters. You have to be going through the process, which is getting an E-Day, doing all that stuff, having dentures, implants, snap-ons, whatever. You have to be actually doing this process before you can get into the group. And it says, in detail, tell me your situation and everything, blah, blah, blah. Or people don't read the group rules and agree to them. And I was like, you want to know why you get denied. So I always tell people why they're getting denied. if there's questions to a group, answer it, guys. Read exactly the thing. Don't rush through them because you'll get denied for that too. If it's details, it's details. It takes 2 seconds to do that. But yeah, that stresses me out. Sometimes I'm like, why? And it's the same person that does it 5-10 times a day. Trying to get in. I'm like, dude, I'm still giving you the same answer. Just answer the freaking questions. And then it came to a point where I just ended up blocking. Because I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to keep doing this. Stop my day. People don't get it. I live a day like everybody else. But I see like a bunch of doctors because I'm a terminal patient. So it's like, I'm busy. And I try to juggle everything at once. And people get like, oh, why did you block me from the group? Well, I gave you 11 times. 11 chances to read the group rules and agree to them. And to answer the questions, and you didn't do it. I don't know what to tell you. So I'm not going to keep stressing myself out through the day and be like, why is it so hard for them to answer questions? So, but if you guys ever need to talk or ever need to, I answer everybody. Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. because I tried to not make it 24/7 anymore because people, like, no matter how much you shut your ringer off, when people Facebook Messenger, like, call or video chat you, it's still obnoxiously loud no matter what. And they were waking up my entire household. So now I will only answer people from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. So I can have the weekends with my kids and do videos, and also the evenings with my kids as well. So that's how that works. I'm trying to equally balance my life out. I try. I don't think anybody can ever really fully do that. If they are, you're the only person in the world that can do that. It's not that easy, you know. I have kids. I have a lot of medical diseases. I have YouTube. I have many support groups. Many. I have a lot. I do. I spread myself thin, but I like to help people. Helping people is what I do. But like I said, you guys have any questions, get a hold of me. There's always an answer for everything. There's always help. Always try to find the positive in everything. You're working on getting a healthier smile and eat whatever you want and not have to worry about infections as long as you clean your mouth and do all that. You know, you can still get abscesses and infections if you don't clean your gums or your denture. So even like you get a mouth sore or scrape in your mouth and all of a sudden bacteria that you didn't clean your mouth or your denture gets in there, boom, infection. So always make sure you guys keep it clean. But I love you guys. Have a great day. Later.